So let's welcome to the third part of this form validation video. Now in this last and final part, we are gonna do the validations of this drop down input field, and that will be, and after that the validation of the registration form will be complete. So let's begin with this. First of all, we need to create an address object, and here I am gonna use these dictionaries. So let's just copy this, and I will include this in that file, which I will put in the description. You can download it from there. So let's just make one variable address object, and in this variable we are gonna store these values. Here we are storing the names as a dictionary, as a type of dictionary, keys and values, and after, in that values section, we are gonna put more values as array. This represents country, this represents this all are represents states, and this all strings, and this all in strings, in inverted commas, represents, inside those arrays represents district. So let's just begin with the validation part of this file of this. First of all, we are gonna do a basic check that if that field can't be blank. After that, we are gonna do some linked validations, I mean cascading styles we are gonna include. So first of all, we can't make that as blank field, so we're gonna check that. Let's just copy this and make a new validate. What will be that? Country, CONTRY. Copy. So let's just copy this address country. Here it will be. Here we are gonna put that one key up, paste. So country, validate country, country. Memory is here. Name. Okay. Country error. Country name required, return false. Country error. Similarly, this type of additions is also required for state field. Here we're gonna make this as state. So let's just copy this. It's country name. Here it's country name, not just country. So let's just hop into this. On here, state hyphen name. STA state name. STA state name. State error. State name. State error. Similarly, it will be put for district, and district is the second first part. Validate district. Just copy this and include this in here, and yup, paste district hyphen name. This district name, district name, district error, district name required, district errors. Now we're gonna check the actual check and not check, just make the cascading dropdown functions. Window dot on load equals to function variable country select equals to document dot get element by id country name, country name, state name. Okay, country name, variable state document dot get element by id state name with this variable district selected document dot element by id district name. Let's just check once more, district name. Okay, so now we are gonna create new drop downs from this for field country. So for variable x in address object, we're gonna make a new options country select dot options, and that will be country select dot options dot length. Length will be new option x comma x. So basically this option constructor creates a new HTML option element, and these two parameters x and x represents, first represents text and second represents value. So here we are selecting, and this countries select dot options dot length returns the number of option elements in the collection. So basically here we are running a for loop in this variable address object, and taking each of these keys, each of these keys, and making that keys into our new options. These options, this this option constructor creates a new option element, and we are storing that value of x in this option element. So basically, we are using a for loop in the variable address object, and we are accessing each of these keys using a variable x. And here this option constructor creates a new HTML option element, and here first parameter represents text and second parameter represents value. Now we are creating a new HTML option element through this line, and here we are defining the length of the first first drop down selection. So now if we gonna console it, then we're gonna see here that this type of option values are created. And if we're gonna see here, country field, so here in this country field we have not created any options we doesn't create it. All those options are going to create through this line. So let's hop into the second one. If country is selected, then on change function district select dot length equals to 1. State select dot length to 1. Basically, in these two lines, we are clearing the pre-occupied, pre-generated options. So let's just include here a comment line emptying districts and states dropdown. After emptying that, we are gonna display the correct values. So let's just write a comment in here. Values. Again, we are gonna iterate through same loop, just the variables will be changed. Address object, and here will be this dot value, and here will be state select options that meant new options, and this will be y. State select dot on change function. Now we are gonna empty it again. District select dot length equals to 1. Display red values. Variable, here we're going to create one variable z, which will be address object of country select dot value. This dot value, here paste. Here we're gonna loop in if I equals to 0, and if I is less than z dot length, then I plus plus. District select of options. District select options again, new options. Z box of I, Z box of I. So here again we are also clearing those district selections. If there is a, if we are going to change here some country states, then we are going to also change that respective districts. So after that, here we are creating one variable named z, which is none other than address object, and we are selecting first as address object country value, and that values will be stored again. So here also again we are clearing the districts section, district dropdown. If there will be some previous change in states, then we are also gonna clear the respective district selections. So after that, we are creating one variable named z, which is none other than getting the values from address objects on the basis of country selected dot value. That means if in this section we select, just say Rangpur, then the variable z will store the values of Rangpur that is stored in arrays. It will gonna access all these and it will stored in the array form. So this means that country select dot value, that means the previous country which is selected, we are going to access all of that values. This means these all arrays will be accessed and stored as an array here in this variable z. So it will be more clear if we console it again, console log z. So come here, let's just say Bangladesh, Rangpur. Now we can see the z contains these all values which we have given in this array at the variable address object. So z has now all these values as stored, and this district select dot length equals to 1. This means if we are gonna change here, just previously we have selected Rangpur, now we are gonna change it to let's say Dhaka. So we are gonna need to clear this. So that's why we are using 1. 1 means it will show this. If we write it here 0, then let's say here Georgia, this. Okay, now let's change this. It will directly showing this value, and we don't want this, so that's why we are using here 1. So if we this and this, and we have selected this, and if we are going to change it to from Dhaka to Rajshahi, then it will show please select state first. As we have selected, then we can again access this. Again, if we these 2 lines again represents this. If we are gonna change something in country, then we need to empty these 2 drop down fields. Let's say we are gonna select now India. So now these 2 are empty. So that's why we are using dot length equals to 1. And after storing these values in Z, we are similarly creating a new option. Option. We are using this option constructor to generate an option element, HTML element, and we are using as all the values are stored in array. As all these elements are stored in the form of array, so we can access each and elements using this for loop and generate a new option element, HTML element. So now if we will check again, it's okay. Now we are when we are selecting second, it's not showing, so we need to do some change here. It will be not on key up, on click. It will be more. Okay. Why country name required is showing here? Country name DA validate. Country name, country error, address. Oh, country. Now it's working. So you're gonna need to change all this to unclick. All this means drop downs input fields. We change from on key up to on click. Okay. Perfect. Now we are gonna add the final submission check. Here will be on click RETUIN return validate before I validate from here. Let's add some final function paste. Now we're gonna check to every. If not, first input is validate name pipe, not validate last name pipe, not validate DOV pipe, not validate it will be email. Type not validate phone, not validate gender, not validate country, not validate state, state, not validate address, not validate pin code, type, validate city, not validate district, type, not validate hobbies. Now after that, we will say that submit error dot inner HTML equals to please fix the error to submit. Okay, return false. Now let's check it once more. Yeah, gmail.com. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. India, Kerala, 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6. Select state, column. So here is ours. So here is our final registration validation, registration form validation. Okay. So now this is the full JavaScript registration student registration form validation with JavaScript with all drop-down fields. This is the end of this video. Thanks for watching.